part 2 of FND Triple PD. If you've never been here before, this is Unhinged Lunatic. There's a whole reason why I named this page that. My name is Stephanie, and this is part 2 of FND and Triple PD. Now, the last thing that I kind of ended up with, or ended off on, was trying to figure out if it's FND or if it's triple PD. Now, both of these things can get better. So don't let a doctor tell you that you can't get better at all. Our brains are insanely smart, and you can reteach your brain to do a lot of different things. So we can teach our brain to relearn things that we've forgotten. Even somebody with amnesia, like, they can relearn their life and things. So just imagine what our brains are really capable of. And they say we only use a tiny percentage of it. So just imagine if you expanded your brain and actually retaught it things or taught it things new. You can learn new languages. People that forgot, they don't know how to walk because they've been in a coma for so long, relearns how to walk. Just imagine what it's capable of doing when it comes to FND or triple PD. So, okay, we're in this situation. Our bodies are so sensitive. It's feeling everything. We can feel our heart pounding. We can feel the internal vibration. We can sit in one spot and it feels like things are going this way. And it's just because our brains are sending the wrong signals. Our brains are so stressed out. It's sending the wrong signal, and it's constantly telling us that we're in danger. We're in danger. Whatever we're doing in that moment, we're in danger. Just like last night, right before bed, all of a sudden I started getting that swaying feeling really bad, and I felt off balance, and I was like, oh my god. And then I just laid down, and I remember just telling myself, it's okay, you're laying here, you're not going to fall through the bed into a doom, you're not going to die, you've had this before. You've got to kind of talk yourself down and through it, if that makes sense. And believe it or not, this morning I woke up and I was fine, So you have to remember that these bad days may come, but think about the good days. And in that good day moment, just remember that you've gotten there. So when these bad days come, you know that it's not going to last. Now, I've been dealing with this since like 2014, like minor little things leading up to the major blowout where I was bedbound completely. And I was barely eating. I had given up. It was the end of time for me. So anyway, what I want to point out is that I got an FND diagnosis, and that's pretty much kind of like the same thing, legitimately. So what I want you to do is, if you've been diagnosed with functional neurological disorder, I want you to start testing things. I got to a place where I was like, I had vertigo really bad, and this is kind of what made it worse here, was I got vertigo really bad, and then instantly I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. What happened? Like, what caused that? Like, and then I got into the doctor, and they didn't even do the maneuver right, so they didn't even see what was going on. So they were like, oh, you're fine. We don't know what this is. So because they did that, it sent me down a spiral of emotions and worries and concerns, because I was like, oh my god, like, then what is this? Is this a brain tumor? Like, is my blood not pumping correctly? Like, what is it? And every time I stood up, I started getting dizzy and feeling like I was going to pass out. Granted, I never passed out, but it was that constant dropping feeling, and like this was going to happen. And I even got the diagnosis of autonomic dysfunction, dysautonomia. So it's like, because I'm having these symptoms, which are very close to dysautonomia and, all these other things, it makes me question if it was just this triple PD. It's because my body was so stressed out because I started worrying. All these things were going on. There was no answers. And then it's like it made more symptoms come on, because now if my elbow hurt, or if, you know how your arm falls asleep and you're like, oh my god, like, it would feel like that would happen. And like, I'd be like, oh my god, am I having a stroke? Or like, sometimes my face feels numb, and I'm like, Is my face drooping? Like, is this a stroke? Like, it makes you go into this complete panic mode over every feeling that you have. And these are all normal feelings that people have. Like, you might have like a, like an air bubble. People get air bubbles, and then like for us, we're like, oh my God, I can't breathe. Like, what is this? Like, why is it? Oh my God, like, am I having a heart attack? And then it sends us into this constant circle. And now we're thinking, are we having a heart attack? Are we dying? Like, why isn't anybody listening to us? Because they're not finding anything. And it's because our bodies are just so sensitive. And now our brain is magnified, man. Like, you can feel the blood pumping through your flipping veins, man. You can sit there and tell somebody what your heart rate is because you can feel it pounding through your chest. You can hear sounds that are like ridiculously far away, or you smell things that are nobody else can smell. My sniffer is amazing, absolutely amazing. There's so many things that are just so enhanced, and honestly, I want to say that it's like our brain just being used more. But for a normal human being, it will literally drive us to think that we're a flipping lunatic and we're just going crazy. And I even told my therapist, I was like, I'm gonna end up in a nut house banging my head against the wall because I feel like I'm going crazy. Everybody is telling me that I'm fine. But really, all these doctors and people and whatever is just gaslighting me. Because if they really looked at the big picture, I'm just a normal human being. I don't have degrees. I don't have anything. But if you get patients in that keep having the same thing, you think sooner or later a damn doctor would like research and try to look into different things and give suggestions and not just be like, you have anxiety, get over yourself, go see a psychiatrist. Anxiety is so much worse, and I have a whole nother video just on anxiety. But let me tell you, if you have functional neurological disorder, I want you to test things out. So if you're walking and your legs want to stop, I want you to revert your thought process to 5 more steps. Stop and be like 5 more steps and take that 5 steps. If say for instance you're taking baths now because you feel like every time you take a shower you get overheated or you get dizzy, I want you to take a shower. I want you to get in that shower and I want you to see if you could prove to yourself that you can do it, that it's not that scary, that you're not going to pass out. I want you to get in that shower, stand there. I had moments this morning where I was in the shower and I was standing there and I felt, okay, like my body's acting up a little bit, but I'm not passing out. It's just acting a little stupid. So I kind of giggled at myself and I'm like, what? And I happened to be playing music, so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do a little dance for a second. And I was so happy in that moment because I was like, heifer, you didn't pass out. You can do this. So I want you to do small things, even if it's just taking a couple steps extra when you think you can't do it anymore. Or when your leg is like, I'm not moving. Or when it starts acting up. I want you to try to push that limit. Just push it just a little bit. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to maybe pass out. Make sure somebody's with you. Set up things, but don't set those things up thinking that that's what's going to happen. Just be cautious. Just be like, hey, have a friend there. Maybe they can distract you talking to you. So I want you to test things out and also look up on the internet, triple PD. And I won't ever tell you to look up things because it's just kind of dangerous. But it's kind of what I've had to do because I'm just been at a loss. And I'm like, I can't just be stuck like this, man. I got to fix this. And don't always think of it like you have to fix yourself or there's something wrong with you. It just needs a little adjustment. That's it. But take that time out and really just do a little more research. Don't always take a doctor's word for it. Again, I'm not a professional. I'm not a doctor. I'm not anything. This isn't a diagnosis or anything like that. But take it from somebody that's been diagnosed, that's now kind of looking elsewhere, and actually do your own homework. Just go out and see and test yourself. And I want you to drop a comment after you've done it and let me know how you're doing.